Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Josh here with Bees in the Weeds. I came out here to feed these hives some more one-to-one sugar syrup, and there is a lot of activity out front, more than I'm used to seeing right now. I'm definitely seeing some orientation flights, and I'll point that out here in a little bit, but just a lot of activity going on. I think they're really bringing in the pollen like crazy. So in this hive, for instance, you can see some pollen coming in. There's this white, and then of course that yellow color that you can see the pollen baskets on these bees coming in. That is the goldenrod, which you've probably seen it right now. If you look around your area, you'll see this yellow, bright yellow looking weed that has a lot of, I don't even know what you call it, just I guess blooms on it right now. A lot of people say it smells like dirty socks. I don't really think it smells like dirty socks. I don't think it's that bad. But that's the yellow pollen that we're seeing coming into hives right now. Over there on that second to the right white hive, I see some orientation flights right now, and that's where the bees, the new foragers, leave the hive, and when they fly out, they turn and face the hive and magically somehow memorize what the front looks like and program their own little internal GPSs to be able to fly a couple miles away from here and come back to this location with pinpoint accuracy. It's one of many of God's miracles. Don't ask me to explain it. I have no idea how they do it, but it's pretty impressive. This time of year, the entrances, I have most of them closed down. I have a couple that are still open there, but most of the entrances are closed down because as beekeepers this time of year, we really have to deal with robbing. And so a lot of these hives will try to rob each other out if you're not careful, and you got to keep those entrances down. Plus, we've got yellow jackets this time of year that are trying to rob out the colonies and take their precious honey. So, quick fix, I just put some bricks in the front of the hive here to try to reduce the entrance. I really just need to swap out these entrance reducers, and that'll make it a lot better. Down to about 1 or 2 inches. Really, I close them up to that for the wintertime anyway. Helps keep the heat in. But you close these entrances down, and that really helps combat and fight robbing. I'm gonna see if I can find a hive that's bringing in quite a bit of pollen here. So you see maybe this ragweed coming in, or not ragweed, this goldenrod. I'm not sure what the white is. I'd have to ask the experts here, but there's like a off-white color pollen coming in. I'll see if I can catch a couple bees bringing it in here. But these apime bottoms are real nice, real easy to open and close and expand or reduce the front entrance. Unlike the wooden ones where you have to pull the whole stick out and reposition it. There's some goldenrod pollen baskets on that bee right there going in. Let me check these other hives. Not much on this one. Let's go back over here. Some of these bees are testy. They're buzzing in my face right now. This time of year, they're just scrapping for every last bit of food they can get, getting prepared for the winter time. Not much of a flow right now. Right there's some pollen coming in, some of that off-white. I'm seeing, plenty of pollen, but not much nectar in the frames, which is why I continue to feed. There's just not much of a flow in this area. I've heard other Kentucky beekeepers are seeing a flow. I'm not. So I got to continue to feed these girls to make sure they have enough food to get them through the winter. Although again, that's what's great about these Vivaldi boards. I could continue to feed throughout the winter time without really disrupting the colony or the cluster. I'm just keeping my eye out for more pollen here, see if we can see any more coming in. There's yellow jackets on the top of these hives. They're trying to find any crevice, crack, any means that they can get in. They're turds. There's some pollen, some of that off-white, some pollen baskets. There's some more pollen coming in. She's getting ready to land there. She just went in. There's some of that goldenrod. There's some more of that goldenrod. There's some of that off-white. Again, I'm not sure what that off-white is right there. See some more of it. But that's mostly what I'm seeing now, is that right there's goldenrod. So if someone in the comments can tell me what the off-white pollen is, I'm curious what that is this time of year. That goldenrod's everywhere, so that's pretty obvious. Here in a little bit, I'm going to move these bricks. I'm going to pull these entrance reducers out and flip them over to the 1-incher. I didn't want to do it too early, but you know, it's a balance. You're trying to prevent robbing this time of year as well. Focus. Yeah, there's definitely a few angry bees around here. They're buzzing me. They don't want me here. And it's that time of year. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the tops on these rest of these hives and get some sugar syrup on them and make sure these girls have food going into the winter. Thanks for watching.